Hello, you guys. This is Fabio coming back with another video. I really wanted to get this video out because it's just something that's concerning me. And as you guys know, I do really want to see my subscribers win, and I do understand how tough it is and how exhausting it could be for a lot of my subscribers to get contracts, right? I get it. I understand how tough it could be. One second, let me check something here. One second, you guys. One second here. One second. Bear with me. One second. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, hello, Carmina. How are you? So yeah, I just wanted to shoot through with this video, guys, because I get so many emails. I get a gazillion emails. I swear I do, and so many people feel like because they don't have all the ducks aligned, they don't feel like they have all the answers right now. They don't feel like they have the know-it-all right now because they lack this, they lack that, because of their jobs, because of their maybe lack of motivation, lack of inspiration. Because the husbands don't agree, the wives don't agree, the boyfriends don't agree, the girlfriends don't agree, right? Here's the thing: has never been a perfect time to start any business, not just commercial cleaning business. There has never been a time to start a cleaning business than today. Okay, so many people, they actually get talked out of starting any business because a lot of times, and I say this all the time, but people would not believe in your dream until it become a reality. That's facts. A lot of times people would not believe in your dream until it become a reality. You guys, let me ask you, do you think it's really easy for me to just kind of get up every morning and go to work and go do what I have to do and solicit and get new contracts? So you think because I have it down to a science, my stuff run on autopilot, that is just extremely easy for me? It's not. It takes work. It takes work. It takes work. It takes work. But I understand how necessary it is for me to get out there and do it. Okay? Carpet cleaning, we do window cleaning. We have links. We linked up with pest control companies, painters. We do a lot of different things, right? So, but once I market these services, I don't get discouraged because don't nobody call me back right away, right? I don't say, well, I guess it's not for me because no one's calling me back. I understand it's a process. And if I want to win at this thing, I'm going to have to go through the process. Okay? And that's just facts. It's just facts. Today is the perfect time to start your commercial cleaning business. You have to make investments in yourself. I don't know no other way to say that. I really don't. I don't know any other way to say that. You have to make investments in yourself. Whether it's a book, whether it's a course, whether it's coaching, whatever it is, right? A mentor, whatever the case is, you have to make investments in yourself in every single thing you do in life. You're gonna have to, give up a little something to get a little something. That's just facts. Whether it's giving up time, okay? No one said when I say make an investment, no one says it always have to be money. You might just have to give up a tremendous amount of time. Will your family suffer? Yeah, so, right? Will you not be able to take the kids out to the snack shop or to Dairy Queen as much as you would like? Probably so, right? But at the end of the day, the reward is so much greater than taking the kids to the dairy shop right now, right? Okay, because again, you want to be able to not only position yourself, but you want to be able to position your family. So many people I talk to, they start in their business because they want to have a trickle down effect. They want to be the first to be successful in their family and leave their business to the kids and, so forth and so forth, right? But in order for you to do that, you can't do that if you're not willing. My day is going great so far, Herman or Hernan. My day is great so far. A lot of you won't be able to get that done if you're not really willing to take action. Okay, and again, I know this stuff sounds redundant, but I have to keep saying this stuff because I don't like to get the emails that I've been receiving lately. I've been so many people. I don't have all the balls lined up, Fabio. I won't be able to do this. I won't be able to start my business. No, get the ball rolling. I'm trying to tell you because a lot of the people that tell me they can't do it because they don't have this, they wind up never doing it. And you don't want to be one of those. I'm trying to tell you, there's so many people, if you just get out there, you get the door knocking, right? What else are you doing? Okay, so if you don't door knock during the week and then your homeboy call you by the weekend, you will go with him. It has nothing to do with making any money. You want to play video games with you, right? And I'm not trying to judge anybody or make anybody feel bad, but we make an awful a lot of time for things that we shouldn't be doing. Hey, how's it going, Serene? We make a lot of time for things that we shouldn't be doing. Get in the freaking lab. Get in the fucking lab. I'm going to say it like that. Get in the lab, you guys. Get in the lab. There's nothing else that I can, no other way. If you just joined me, I want you to like, share, and subscribe because I'm in my bag on this video. I have a lot of accounts, dude. I lost count a long time ago. I have a lot. Okay, I operate in many other states and, in the surrounding areas than my local area. So I have a lot of accounts. I couldn't even guess. Sometimes we lose some, we pick some up. It's a system over here with me, right? So it's just not me just going out to get the accounts. I have other people delegated in other areas to get accounts in other areas that I'm not necessarily living in. So I couldn't even tell you. But I know we profitable. I know that much. But like I said, you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. You have to be willing to put in work. I really don't. I wish I could tell you it's a magic formula. It's not. If you're not willing to put it in, long time. Hey, how's it going, Aaron? If you're not willing to put it in, you're not willing to get it out. If you're not willing to put work in, you're not willing to get the work out. So don't tell me how you have to wait because I don't want to hear any of that. I'm trying to tell you because no one's saying that it's going to cost you a fortune to do this. Okay, maybe your initial stuff, your bank account, your DBA papers and, so forth, right? So it's a little small initial investment in that. But everything else you can make just a matter of putting in sweat equity. Sweat equity. Picking up the phones. Okay? You're not going to be a perfect outgoing sales call person until you start picking up the phones and you develop that. You guys was in college, you played hockey, you played wrestling, you played basketball, football, whatever the case is. High school, you played that, and you were the best on your team. How did you become the best? How did you become the best on your team? Thanks, Antoine, I think. You became the best because you practiced more. You believed more. You practiced more. You believed more. You stayed at it. Hernan, I'm here in Indiana. Hold on, let me see here. I'm here in Indiana. What type of accounts would you say? Medical. I'm not scared to go door to door. Two big buildings to talk to owners. I just want to know from your opinion what's the best. I would say medical off top. Medical and car dealerships. Car dealerships pay pretty decent. You just got to be able to get in it. And they're some of the easiest really to clean. I mean, if you just want my opinion on it. But I gotta get you guys in the mindset. I gotta get you guys in the mindset. That's why I do so many videos on motivation. I almost feel like I'm getting away from the cleaning stuff, right? Is motivation is a huge, it's a really, really big part of your business. Motivation. Okay? It's a really, really big part of your, because see, there's no one that taps me on the shoulder every morning and say, okay, Fabio, it's time to get up. It's time to go look for new accounts. No one does that. It's something in me that say, Fabio, you want to be successful to whatever the magnitude you want to be, you have to get your ass up and get out there. Okay? Don't think just because things work on autopilot for me, or because I delegate things out, or I have employees, or I got this. Just don't think that I'm just laying back. Okay? Because once you get so comfortable is when you start getting complacent. Right? That's when you slouch around. That's when you pick up the most weight. When you get comfortable. When you get comfortable, you become lethargic. You don't want to do as much. You don't want to get out. So I got to stay moving around. I got to stay busy, because I understand that in order for me to get to the level that I want to get to, I have to stay busy. I'm very true at the end of the day when it comes down to it. I want to be the best ever. Across YouTube, across the internet, whatever, right? I want to know that I have those capabilities and I have what it takes to win. And in order for me to really, really sell myself on it, I have to do it. I have to do it. That's the only way that I can measure that I'm really the best, or that I have the capabilities. I have to do it. The same with you guys. Stop waiting for things to line up. It's never going to line up. Some of the same people in 2017 that told me they were going to start their business, they were going to get it off the ground. I was trying to talk people into it last year. You heard me say this before on other videos. I was trying to, hey, dude, once you start your business, hey, sweetie, once you do your business, you know what, Fabio, what I'm going to do, I got it planned out, already written down. It's planned out to the T. I got it planned out. All I need to do is wait till I get my tax refund, because that's going to be a big help. Tax time has came and gone. And a lot of you guys got your refund check. What did you do with that? Did you invest it in your business? Or did you get interrupted by something else? You don't give me excuses, right? Because at the end of the day, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for you. Right? So you could tell me whatever, and it could be a lie, it could be the truth, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for me. Okay? When you come to this, it's passion behind this channel. It's passion behind this channel. Some of you guys I talk to, for hours on end, and I make time, right? Hey, Fabio, I really need to talk to you. It's really urgent. I don't know what the matter is. I get it from my assistant, from Jasmine. I call you guys up and I talk. I don't say, well, wait, we at 15-minute point. I got to charge you for coaching. I really want to see you guys win. And I know you have the capabilities. It's just something in you that doesn't, that have you not to believe in yourself. Stop watching everybody's fucking cleaning video. And some of you guys, I know you're doing that. Franchise videos, isn't it? If you want to go in a franchise, find a guy like AJ, right? Great guy. I like AJ. He's a good friend of mine. If you want to go in a franchise, watch somebody like that. He's doing it. He's in that industry. You want to watch independent. You want to get independent, do me. You want to do window cleaning, do Luke, the window cleaner. Or my other guy, I forgot his name. Sorry about that. Right? You want to do anything, you want to craft that, find videos on painting. Right? Get knowledgeable about it and execute on that. I'm serious, guys. I mean, a lot of what I'm saying, it's common sense. It's just not common practice. I'm no better than you. I just think a little differently than you. I'm no better than you. I just think a little differently than you. When I make it up in my mind that I'm going to do something, I get it done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And when I do have a failure or mishap, I try to hurry up and throw some dust over it. I try to act like it didn't happen and try to keep on going. Fabio, what happened with that? You know, we switched positions. I don't even want to acknowledge it. Let me read some of you guys' comments here. I see they popping in. I don't want to feel like I'm ignoring you guys. Fabio, what's going on, brother? Pushing that energy today. Yeah, definitely, man. I want you guys to win, man. So many people giving up. Aaron, you got to give up. You got to give up on some people. Yeah, I mean, giving up on some, it's not giving up on some people. It's just people don't want you to succeed. Innately, people don't want you to do better than them. People don't want you to do better than them. So what they try to do is disrupt what you have going on so they can try to finesse a way to do better than you. And then soon as they do better than you, they say you're not shit, or you never will be anything, and you know you won't amount to anything. That's just the psyche. Let me see here what I have here. I've seen many of your videos, and I cannot say how much they help me in knowledge and priceless. Do you have any video on pricing? Do I have any? I'm sure I do. On videos on pricing, I'm sure I do. I have a quote to do today. A small office. Hey, email me, Hernan. Email me. My assistant Jasmine to catch the email. Put your name and telephone number in there. I want to help you close that deal. Square business. We about closing over here. I want to close, just like people in real estate didn't want to close the real estate deal. I want to help you get in that deal, right? So if you're not sure about pricing, I can perhaps grab a little insight. I'm sure you did a walkthrough. I can probably help you with that. Let me see here. You only get one chance in life. Be great and happy. That's right. But see, so many people leave this on my comments, professional window. So many people leave this on my comments, but they don't execute. It sounds good. We're about execution. I want to execute over here. I want to execute over here. There's absolutely no reason in the world why any of you cannot be successful. There's no reason. I don't care what nobody told you. There's no reason in the world why all of you can't be successful. The only thing is, unfortunately, everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody don't give off the same energy. Everybody don't believe in themselves. But when I get email, I'm checking my emails. My emails is always going off. Okay, my Instagram, my Facebook. For those that's looking to get on my Facebook, I'm maxed out at 5,000. I have to set up another Facebook, I guess, because I'm maxed out. So a lot of you guys can't get on. So it's not that I'm ignoring you guys, but I will let you know when I set it up. So I get a lot of emails from all over the world. I swear to God I do. I get a lot of emails. Fabio, I love your videos. I love your content. I love your material. It's terrific. If it's that terrific, why are you not doing anything with it? How many of you guys got college debt? You're in college debt, right? And you haven't done anything with the degree. You had an internship in the field that you went after, right? You were in finance and you haven't tried to apply for any banks. Or maybe you have, but you haven't gotten in, right? But yet you spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I was just fortunate. I went to college. I had a scholarship. I didn't have to pay for college. And I had a certain amount of Indian in my blood that helped me through, right? So I don't know what financial loans. I don't even know how to apply for a financial loan, to be honest. I had a full ride scholarship straight out of high school. So that part I don't know. But a lot of other people weren't that fortunate. So that being said, you amassed all this debt, right? You have all this debt. You still have to pay it back, or they garnishing your wages, your taxes, or whatever the case is. And the fact of the matter is you guys could be so far above where you're at now. You have to change your mentality. Don't just watch my videos and get amped up and say, he's motivating me. He's hitting home runs today. He's on all levels today. Say, I know what I got to do and I have to execute. Because I already know what it is. I'm in the hoods. I'm in the burbs. I know what it is. You know, and I'm not trying to stereotype anybody, but I know what it is. When you get around a certain group of friends who really don't mean you no good, they really don't want to see you win, but they're fun to be around. I have friends like that. That's why I leave them in the hood. I wouldn't even take them to go get a Big Mac value pack because they want me to pay. They want me to front them something. I can't say, hey man, do you want to go downtown, Detroit to the Hard Rock Cafe? Because the drinks is on me. The food is on me. Everything is always on me. Why would you want to associate yourself with people where every something go, it's on you? Shit, they want to do a double date and you the one that got to drive. God damn. Why I can't just ride with you and be chauffeured around? I'm just saying, guys, you guys got to, again, if you can't change the people around you, then you have to change the people around you. I can't change you, but I can change my association with you. I'm not yelling at you guys and I'm not upset. It's just I'm in my bag because I don't want you guys to lose out on a multi-billion-dollar industry because of your mindset. I don't have my business card, so well, what else can you do? I did not have everything lined up, you guys, in the very, very beginning. I didn't just have my shirts and my flyers and all of this stuff and, you know, a script and all. I didn't have all of this lined up. I took it step by step. What worked, I kept doing it. In other words, how I knew something worked is I was getting phone calls from it. If I was getting phone calls from it, then I felt like that was working. Whatever it was, flyers, or if I was getting called back off of my cold calling, or if I was getting traction from my door knocking, right? I felt, okay, this is working. Now I have to be able to, once they call me, I have to turn that lead, that prospect, I have to turn that into a, okay? So maybe my numbers is riding a little high, okay? Or maybe I'm too low, so I'm not credible. Sometimes that could happen. I don't know what it was, but I was determined to figure it out. I was determined. I did that in Georgia. I did that in Ohio. I did that in Virginia. I did that in Michigan. And I still do it. In order for me to train the people, right, to do what I do, I have to know what to do. So that's how I'm able to run this thing on autopilot and be in Michigan and run it out in Ohio and run it out in Georgia and etc. That's how I'm able to do that, you guys. But you guys just fuck trying to do autopilot right now. You need to lock in on a niche market. Lock in on a niche market. I'm telling you, that's where the money is. You're probably going to watch other videos and they'll tell you the same thing. Niche market. Okay? Stop trying to do window cleaning, carpet cleaning, this cleaning, gutter cleaning, lawn service. Stop trying to be everything to everybody. Niche market. Spend all your time niching. If you're going to do window cleaning, start there. Build yourself a nice income in that area, and then branch out to something else. If you're going to do carpet cleaning, you got the machines, you got the solution, you're ready to go, then start with your carpet cleaning business. Start there and then graduate into commercial. Okay? I've never seen nobody that just sit around and just, you know, all the business just fell in their lap. I've never seen it before. If you guys know somebody that's like that, please can you email me? I would like to reach out to them personally and say, hey man, how did you build yourself a multi-million-dollar empire just sitting there and it just came out the sky and fell in your lap? I would like to talk to that person because I don't know everything, but I can learn something from them. Okay? Stop waiting for the chips to align. They will never align. And you're going to wait yourself right out of the cleaning business. And that's what I'm trying to keep that from happening. If you're just joining me, I want you to go ahead and like this, guys. Show me some love. Show me some love. Let me see here. Vinegar. Do you use vinegar for your floor solutions? Actually, I outsource all the floor care stuff, so I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. But that doesn't sound, vinegar is one of those agents that you can use to clean with. It's always been a good agent to use for window cleaning. You know, it's an acid, so it can mess up certain things. So you got to be careful what you use it on. But vinegar has always been a good cleaning agent. But I couldn't tell you that that's what they use for the floors, because I outsource all the floor work, carpet cleaning, all of that. Let me see here. Hey Fabio, what's the best kind of flyer to use to get a prospect? Edgar, what's the best kind of flyer? It depend on what you're selling at. When you say the best kind of flyer, I'm not sure if I can really answer that. You have to try different things with your flyer. Okay, you almost have to, you run it like a campaign. You try it out for a significant amount of time. If it's not pulling the response you want, then you might have to adjust your offer on there. You might have to add something. You might have to give her something free. You might have to just play with it a little bit, right? Until you perfect the flyer. Or you might just have to run the campaign long enough, because sometimes what'll happen is, it like a commercial, right? You don't buy the first time you see anything on a commercial, but the repetition after being out there so long, you get the traction that you're looking for. So maybe that's, thank you. What's your email? My email is bookfabiohart@gmail.com. BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. Hi Fabio, 2 walkthroughs scheduled for tomorrow. I currently have 2 contracts, not even 3 months in. My girl, my girl. And it's crazy. I love Bree's story, because she's very, when I tell you she's very new, she's been watching my videos for a minute. She's very new, and she had a few hangups. I never like to talk about it specific, but she had a few hangups. After talking to me, execute, execute. Ask her if I call her, and I'm not trying to sell her anything. I call her often, not too often, but I call her, check, make sure everything is. Hey, do you got anything you need help with? And I'm not trying to sell her this or sell her that. The thing is that if you guys want it, you have to want it more than I want it for you. If you guys want it, you have to want it more than I want it for you. Motivation is a big thing in business. Motivation is a big thing in business. Motivation is a big thing in business. You have to be self-motivated or have something that motivates you. I don't know what motivate you guys. Some of you guys got kids. If you're not going to do it for yourself, please do it for the kids. At least help the kids set their life up, right? Because you wasn't as privileged, right? Or maybe you were. I don't know. But if you weren't as privileged, you have the chance to help privilege your kids. I'm not saying spoil them. That's the difference. Privilege them and help set them up for a winning lifestyle, for a winning life period. Let me get back to these comments here. What's up, Pop? What's up, you? What's going on? Anytime, that's what I need. I'm in Michigan. I told you before. I know. Working in Michigan, I need some pricing. I need some kind of structure somewhere I can start from. Okay. Antoine, I emailed you a few times, didn't get any emails back. Okay. Personally. And I normally don't email back. So you need to email me and just give me your number, man. I do way better talking to you guys. Again, if you're scared to talk to me because you think I'm gonna sell you something, cool. I don't know, but I don't key in things too much. Okay, I'm very precise, very direct. I talk to you, whatever the case is, help you with your offer, whatever it is. Okay, and a lot of times when you call me, you might want to have pen and paper available, because I'm generally speaking giving coaching away for free, generally, right? I know door knocking is your preferred way to sustain process remotely. Do you outsource, or should you only get new business when you're in that town? Is it Gico? Let me read this again. I know your door knocking is your preferred way How you sustain your process remotely? Do you outsource, or should you only try to get new business when you're in that town? Well, I only get business, generally speaking, in towns that I'm in, right? And I build that up, and then if I decide, like now I'm in the state of Michigan, but if I decide to move to Minnesota, then the same thing that worked for me in Michigan, I'm going to try it in Minnesota. The same thing that been working for me in Ohio, I'm going to try it in Minnesota. And then once I build that up, right, and I have a system going, it's all about systems. Everything we do in life is a system. You know, it, Walmart is a system. Everything is a system. Okay, so once you have that system going, then you should be able to leave that thing alone and let it run itself. If it can't run itself without you being there, then you don't have a very good system in place. Okay, you should be able to leave something somewhere and it should be able to run itself. Let's take your job. I don't care what field you're in, retail, wholesale, cold call. I don't care what field you're in. Your boss have a system, okay? Because he have a team of people he can rely upon that need him as much as he needs you, right? He needs you to make those calls to help build him up, to help build his revenues, his income, right? He needs you, and you need him because you have to pay your bill, your mortgage, your car note, etc. Yep, that's it. Book FabioHart@gmail.com. That's right. So what I'm saying, your system is not really a system. It's not really built up. It's not really good until you can leave it by itself and it can run itself. Okay, and that's from the managerial side. Your supervisors, your employees. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have some knuckleheads. You're gonna have turnover. You're gonna have that. There's no way around that. Initially, when I first started, I was cold calling first because at the time of the year it was really cold in my area. So I cold called first. It wasn't panning out. I started door knocking, and that's where I picked up most of the traction. I returned back to the phones, and then for whatever reason, I started getting traction. Okay, let me see here. Look like I have emails coming in as I. Okay, okay. I got you guys. Probably my assistant goes to her phone too. She probably be emailing you shortly. But I did get the emails as you can see. Um, Let me see here. What else I have to speak on. Yes, I have cleaned an apartment by myself. Actually, it was some of the easiest work I could do. To be honest, for me, I didn't have a problem with it. He calls me many times. I missed you a couple times. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, motivation. Get out there, people. Yep. Your family pocket. Yep. Someone else. Go get it. That's what I'm saying, Bree. I love Bree's story. I'm going back to I love her story. I like to give props. I like to motivate. That's part of my thing. But see, she could have listened to what I said and say, Fabio, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. And not do anything with the information. Less than I believe I'm right, but in less than 30 days, was it? I think in 3 weeks she had two accounts, I think. If I remember, I'm trying to think of the conversation. I think in 3 weeks, within a 3 week period, she had two contracts because we had spoke about them and I kind of gave her a few pointers and she hit me back and said she got them. I think it was 3 weeks. If not three, I know it was within a month. She got two contracts. She got two contracts within a month and it took me 90 days to get one contract. I know this stuff works. It's common sense. It's just not common practice. That's all I'm saying, guys. Let me see here. Is it Zahir? Zahar? Yes. I would suggest you go door to door, especially now. The weather has been great, man. It's like this across the country. Door to door is the way, I would say, the way to go. Because when it get cold as hell and it's kind of cold across the country, don't nobody really want to be outside like that. What's up, Fabio? Have you ever cleaned? Yep, I clean apartments by myself. We got apartments that we clean. I rarely, I should say, clean anything these days. I'm more like the overseer, right? I kind of make sure everything is aligned. Okay, but yeah, the apartments, it wasn't that bad for me. It wasn't a lot to do, especially when they're empty. You go in and you spruce them up, you wipe them down, you vacuum the carpet, you know, uh, wipe off the ledges, do some wipe downs and things like that. Spruce it up, and then, man, you could build them. They'll pay it. You go to the next unit, you can make a lot of money in apartment cleanouts. I don't care what anybody say. It's just a matter of getting the accounts getting in there. Raymond Rivera. I'm sorry. Great advice, Fabio. Me and my family are benefiting from door knocking and cold call. Me and my dad watch your videos all the time. So far, 3 contracts in New York. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Inshallah. Thank you. I know this stuff works, guys. Again, you just have to do it. I swear to God, you just have to do it. Just make me want to grab you guys because I know it works. I know it works. So many people tell me, Fabio, this stuff works. I know it works. It's just a matter of you doing it. What are you scared of? People, what are you scared of? You can't fear anything that you know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You have to find something knee deep in you that motivate you, that make you want to, get up and do it. I don't like getting up. I would rather stay in the bed, right? But I know how I like to move. I like to live a certain way. I like to do certain things. So in order for me to do that, I know what I have to do. Okay? I know what I have to do. I push myself to the max. People say, Fabio, you're cocky. No, I'm not. You're just looking at the way I move, and you assume that I'm cocky because of the way I move. You know, the thing is, guys, I want you guys to win, but you have to want it more than me. Look, we got Ray. Ray, he said he watched my video, him and his dad. Again, I get a lot of families, that watch me. People say they make the kids sit down and watch it and listen at what I'm saying for the sake of just more of the, sometimes more of the motivational stand. James, he said the bathrooms can be bad. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the apartments. Yeah, the restrooms, they could be. But even with that, I've seen a lot worse in commercial buildings. I've seen a lot worse. And I guess, again, it just depends on what type of building it is or what type of, apartment complex or apartment structure it is, I guess. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, it was just over 30 days. Okay. Okay, I know it was. Let me see. Tony, I see you here. Tony said, do you think they would trip out if you tell them you would clean yourself because I might have to go that route? For now, Tony, you got to do what it takes to get there. Clean it yourself. Get in the door. They don't care necessarily who clean it. Just get in the door and you start cleaning. Get in the door and you start cleaning. Take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. That's whether you're doing homes or residential. You're doing apartment clean outs. You're doing businesses. Take your time. If you're not sure about something, When you're on the walkthrough, ask. Don't assume. Well, I did this in my other building, so it must go. Don't assume. Ask when you're not sure about something. I'm telling you, you'll save yourself some heartache. When you assume something and then you get it wrong, then they let you go. Now you're losing income. No one wants to lose an income. Don't assume. Don't assume. Ask. Okay, and that's just for everybody. I'm not saying specifically anybody specifically here on live. Okay, don't assume. I have 2 estimates set up. Preparation for the meeting. Okay, okay. So you're just a matter of turning the numbers in, huh, Tony? Congratulations, Tony. Tony is another one, man. He's been on my live. I like the fact that he just have numbers to turn in. I like the fact that he has, because he's been watching me for a long time. I've been telling him, dude, you can do it. Do it. You got to go after. You got to do it. You can do it. So I like the fact that he even have numbers let me know that he's been taking action. He's been persistent. Keep going, Tony. If you need help with those numbers, you know what to do. Can't fear what you haven't tried. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. My advice, when and if Fabio calls you, take notes and use what he's telling you. Thank you. Thank you. I would never stray you wrong. When I call you, I'm calling you to check on you. The minute I say hello, it's Fabio with official Fabio Hart on YouTube. You need to grab your pen and paper, because you don't know what I'm saying and you didn't have to pay for it. Again, a lot of people that bought things from me or ordered things, paperwork or lead generator or whatever they bought from me, I follow up on them. I follow up. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's your numbers like? Hey, did you get any contracts? You're slacking. I'll let you know, hey, you're slacking. They say, oh my God, Fabio, I knew you was about to say that, right? Because I'm on their ass, right? But I can't want it more than you. How many coaches call you after you pay them for their course, or you pay them, they call you? Not unless they want to sell you something, or they have an ulterior motive. How many people just call you, follow up, hey, I was thinking about you today. I'm on my lunch. I'm going through my emails. I wanted to check on you and see where you're at with things. Highly unlikely. Not a lot of people. Let me see here. Agreed. Take notes. He has great advice. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Fabio, how much would you? Well, the same way with plants and things like that, industrial buildings, you attack them the same way. I love those buildings because they pay more. They pay more. I'm talking about you looking to make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Yes, you got industrial buildings that will pay that. No bullshit. You just have to go after those specific type of contracts. I always urge people when I do the lead generator, I tell them send us those. We attack those too. Don't just send me just dentist offices and things like that. If you can get into a building that'll pay you $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000, send that. You ain't got to pay me shit on the back end, right? You just pay me the front end cost for the lead generator. And I tell people that all the time, even people that's in it now. I tell them, hey, send me that, because that'll bump your income up. Let me see here, Fabio. Oh, okay. Cleaning plants. You do cleaning plants the same way. Like I said just seconds ago, you do cleaning plants the same way. Door knocking. Figure out who the decision maker is. Okay. It may not be easy because it's a big operation. So it might take you a week to reach the decision maker. But whatever it takes, you have to do whatever it takes. When getting a client, do they ask you to see a company insurance or not? Depend on the type of contract you're going after. Most small, and this has only been my experience, so I'm not saying that this won't happen, but most small to medium-sized accounts generally don't ask. Okay. Sometimes professional buildings or professional people like lawyers and stuff like that ask you, are you insured and bonded? But it's been it's been my experience where they don't. Okay, which is why I tell people when you don't have that in the beginning, that's a place to start, especially if money is a factor, because what that does is allow you to generate some income, right? At least enough that once you accumulate that income, you will be able to go out and buy that insurance with the money that they pay you, right? You'll be able to buy that insurance, get bond and handle any other, things that you got to do. Okay. If they don't ask for insurance, I tell people don't even mention insurance. Don't. Don't. What's the reason? Don't mention insurance. Okay? Because then now you set yourself up for them to ask you for insurance. And if you don't have the insurance nor the money to get it at the time, now you're kind of on a back burner, at least with them, because you can't clean for them until you have the insurance. You got to think strategically. That's not a bad thing. Again, if you look up some of the top millionaires and billionaires in this country, you will see where they did some little slick shit in the beginning and ultimately it paid off. Okay? And to me that would be some little slick shit, right? You got to start somewhere. I didn't have insurance, like I said, for about maybe 8 to 9 months, anywhere from 6 to 9 months. I didn't have insurance when I first started off, but I had got contracts. It's just people weren't asking me for it, and now we got schools, we got private schools, we clean, we got industrial buildings or plants we clean. So I know going into those type of facilities, they gonna want to know if I have insurance. I know this, but I'm still a big advocate of getting smaller to medium sized accounts. Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, they pay great. Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. You don't even have to work every single day in any given facility to make a whole lot of money, right? They pay great once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I like those accounts. Go in there, hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Get the job done. Go in there and do what you have to do, clean it up, go to the next building. Now it's just a countdown to be able to send them that invoice. I love sending that invoice to them. Like clockwork. I make sure you get in around the same time, like clockwork, sending that invoice. Okay? But as much as I like sending that invoice, I like to pick up new contracts. So you guys got to stay proactive. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. You got to do it. But I don't want to see any more emails telling me that I need to hold off because I don't have no money. Again, you don't need a lot of money to start this business. You don't. If you got a phone, as long as you pay your phone bill, pick up the phones and get the call. I don't give a damn if you get 100 people hung up on you. Call the next 100. You might get one. Keep going. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. You appreciate it more going through the hard work and the mental anguish and all of that. You appreciate it more. You appreciate it more. So when you tell your story, like how you guys hear me tell my story, you can say when you start your YouTube or you do speaking at your kids' school and you tell them about how you got started with your business and yada, 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 or community service, you're doing community service, you're telling them about how you started, you feel proud how you overcame that. No one gave you anything. No one fronted you anything. You get to tell people about the haters. How do you mentally deal with the rejection, Fabio? It's something that I'm numb to. It's something that I'm numb to. Right? So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't, when they say, you would think I'm crazy because when they say, oh, we have a clean, I say, oh, great, not a problem. Would it be okay if I try back the next quarter? Would it be okay if I try back with you guys in about 3 months? They say, sure, not a problem. Give us a call, stop by. Okay? And then I'm out the door. Same thing if I pick up the phones. If I'm calling on the phones or whatever, I'm trying to solicit by phone, Same way. I don't take it personal because I expect to be told no more than I'm ever going to hear the yes. I go in, I want to hear the yes, so I don't go in wanting to hear no, but I understand I'm going to hear no a lot more than I'm going to hear yes. I'm going to hear no a lot more than I'm going to hear yes. And I understand that. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Okay, yeah, so somebody typed something. I think it was by mistake. They said something wrong. But so I'm numb to it, Tony. I don't take it personal. And I hate hearing it because I almost feel like a waste of time when you hear no. Trust me, it does. When you make all these phone calls, when you go door knocking, when you send out all these flyers, and then you just spend your money for this, you send them out, and they tell you no. And you're like, man, this shit like a waste of time, bro. I swear. Like I don't really want to do this like this for real. You don't want to do it like that no more because of the fact that you're not getting the traction. But trust me, when you start getting that one yes, yes, I have found accounts on Craigslist, and I think that's what you were asking me. Yes, I have found accounts on Craigslist. So, hey, what's up, Cody? So again, you guys, but again, you gotta have that motivation. You gotta understand that people are gonna tell you no. You have to understand that. I don't care if you're doing window cleaning. I don't care if you're doing um, gutter cleaning, carpet cleaning, commercial cleaning, residential cleaning. People are going to tell you no. You have to know that that's going to happen. Okay, so you don't try to really. At least I preach not to try to combat the rejection. Deal with it. Some people tell you, yeah, you got to hard sell them. You got to try to get in there by any means necessary, and I agree with that. But if somebody tell you no, don't burn your bridges. Just ask, would it be okay if you could follow up within the next 3 months or the next quarter of the year? Okay, because if you steady solicit them, it's almost like a bill collector to call you up, or these likely scam numbers to call you trying to sell you something. If you ever thought to buy insurance from these people, you damn sure won't buy it from them because you already told them that you weren't interested at the time, and they keep calling you. These credit card offers that you get through the mail, they keep sending you the credit card offer. Well, I already know why they do it. They do it because they know eventually, through repetition and keep sending it to you, that you will eventually respond if you ever need to get a credit card. So I understand why they do it, but the fact that you keep seeing it, it's like it's irritating. You're like, well, if I ever do it, I won't go through them. I won't get a MasterCard. I get a Visa, and I'm going through my bank when I get it. Like your mindset is wired a little different. You're gonna be thinking a little different. So that's why I preach to people and I tell people, if they tell you no, accept the no. Again, because when you go in there, it's an introduction. That's the way I look at it. I don't know how other people might tell you, but I look at it as an introduction. Don't try to hard sell them. Just be polite. Because again, when you're trying to hard sell them and try to force yourself upon them, no one likes that. I hope you get that, Cody. You're another one. Cody is another one. He's been working. Hard in action. He's been working. Okay. So again, guys, be persistent. Deal with the no properly. The best way I would suggest you deal with the no is taking a stride, and then ask them would it be okay if you follow up within the next 3 months or follow up in the next quarter. Okay. If they say sure, not a problem, cool. If they say no, keep it floating. There's too many other fishes you can catch out there. You need to be out there trying to catch it. Okay? So you don't have time to just waste on that. So find your channel. I want to know how you bid big accounts. I can't wrap my head around it. I see big. I see people big thousands on cleaning service. How do you do it? Uh, well, it depend on what you consider a big account. Give me an example. I mean, are you talking about like a skyscraper? Because see, I look at the dynamics being the same. Any building I go into, I know I'm gonna have to find out who the decision maker is. It might be multiple people. It might be a team of people. You know, if you're trying to get like in Ford Motor Company or, some big Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies, right? It might be a bit of a process than if you're going to a 2,500 square feet little dentist office or a little chiropractor's office. So it's going to be a different dynamic. Okay. But see, the franchise make it look easy, but that's because the numbers that the franchises give these people are not always the best numbers. I mean, you can actually make more and they'll be willing to pay you more. It's just a lot of times franchises go in with a small deal, which is why a lot of their franchisees can't make a lot of money. And I'm not saying all, I'm not trying to just bash the franchise. I'm just not a big fan of it, but I'm not trying to bash it either. But I get calls and I get emails from the franchisees and they're not making money and they're in these nice sized big buildings, right? So it just is what it is. But I approach it the same way. It's just the dynamics is different. Sometimes when you go after real big accounts, it's politics. You have to talk to one person and then you have to talk to another person and another person, team of people sometimes. And you have to go through that. Like the contract where I do the videos, when you guys see me do most of the videos in, that's a big contract. It takes up 5 blocks. It's 4 buildings, take up 5 blocks. It's a plant. Okay. And I make a lot of money on that. That's one deal. I actually can survive my entire year. If I didn't have any more contracts anywhere, I can actually survive off of that one account. Lord, no, I don't want to do that because I'm so used to, a certain type of way I live in, but I can actually survive off of that one contract. Okay. So what I'm saying, but it just took initiative. I was a little nervous because it was big. I was wondering if I could handle it. I had to figure out how many people, how many bodies to put there, and you ask around. If they had a previous company, you ask, about how many people they had there. Sometimes they share information with you, sometimes they don't. Okay, but every building is different. So, like I say, I utilize the same approach. Let me see this guy's name, John. John, I utilize the same approach as I would for a small account, right? But I understand that I might not get in that account as easy as I would get into a smaller account. Have you ever bought a list? So, what do you think about a trustable company? The only list I bought from was Info USA, and it was pretty good. Your first cleaning, you should always charge a little bit more because that's going to be what we call the deep clean. Okay, so you're going to clean that more thoroughly. Okay, so your first fat mister. So your first clean is always going to be a little bit more. At least I would suggest you to charge a little bit more for your first clean. Your cleanings after that don't have to be because now you're just kind of keeping up what you already done. Okay, you're keeping up what you already done. So, but I would suggest to charge more for your initial cleaning. That's on the residential or commercial side, and you let them know that. You let them know the initial clean was going to be X, Y, and Z. No, I don't. I don't use a software program for estimates, John. I actually have what I call an estimate breakdown sheet that I bought with a course in 2012, and I've been working with it ever since. Now I'm in the revenues upwards, a little north of $250,000 annually in revenue. Okay, so it's been working really well for me. I don't like work loading software. To give you an example, I won't mention any names here because I don't know if she's watching and I don't want to feel like. But she used a program, an online program, for a 2,500 square feet facility, and the calculations gave her $4,200 she should charge for that facility. See, shit like that, it really fuck you over. because there's no one with a 2,500 square foot building that's gonna really pay you uh, $4,200 for a facility like that, unless you get somebody that just want to throw away money like a billionaire. They don't mind. To them, that's chump change. They give it out to you. I don't see that happening. Not just for a typical little business. Who knows, that may or may not even be profitable. We don't know that. At that point, we really don't care. But the software program or the calculations or the calculator that she used told her for a 2,500 square foot building, she should charge $4,200. She thought it was right and a little too high. I told her that's extremely high for a facility that big. I wouldn't charge that much. Okay. And I told her if she gave those numbers, there's a high chance that she won't get that contract. Okay, so she went back and adjusted the numbers. So I'm not really big on software just because of little things like that. Okay, I'm not saying that it always happened. From what I hear, people that bought software through other people that I know, they use other companies that I know about. To each his own. If people find it to work, cool. They want to workload the numbers, cool. Not a problem. I'm just not a big fan of it. Okay, because I think when you're dealing with computers and software, is room for error. Okay, high five, you. I have a full-time job. In the morning, I usually get out at 5 p.m. I've been dropping flyers on the door. By the time I'm out, most businesses are closed. Have any advice? It's been 1 month, no luck. It's time to do follow-up phone calls. Do you get any off days? All your off days, you should your off days should be called no days off. No days off. You know. So on your days that you have off within a month time, those days, every off day should be dedicated to your business to some capacity. Whether you picking up the phones and calling, whether you sending out mailings. Now, um, I would say it may or may not be your material. Okay. I don't know what your flyer reads or how it reads. If you want, you can send it over to me. Let me take a look at it, and I can tell you some things that I would do to change it up and whatever. Or it may be you have to just kind of keep sending them out. You have to build traction. You have to get the flyers out there. Okay. But you have to you have to find a way to make contact with the decision maker. You have to. Okay, so if you sent flyers out in 30 days and you haven't gotten any response, that's just as worse as somebody to put an application in a job and waiting for somebody to call them back. They don't do that anymore, really. Unless you inquire enough and people get to know, okay, this person keep calling about this job, let me call this person back. But it's the market is it's too what's the word I'm looking for? Competitive. It's very competitive. Just like the job force out there. You're looking for a job, uh, you got to be strategic with that. You know. So I look at it the same way. You have to follow up with the phone calls. You have to at least make sure that the decision maker seen your flyer or your postcard, your door hanger. Okay, if they haven't seen it, then you have to, reissue it back to them. Say, hey, I can fax it. I can fax it over to you. Another email. I see you guys. Emails are coming through. I got you guys. Okay. So, you guys have any more questions? I really want to get this out. Ricardo, you can do it. Just kind of keep it going. I just got my business license last week for pressure washing, window cleaning. How do you market your business? Uh, like a presidential campaign. Like a presidential campaign. Any way that you can market, I try to market. I'm just not as big as marketing my commercial side online as I am on residential. I find more residential clients on Facebook and other platforms like that than I do commercial. I have found some commercial businesses hire me through Craigslist. I don't know how prevalent that is today, but I have experience where I got hired through Craigslist. Okay, so you can try that, but I wouldn't leave anything untouched. I would at least attempt, okay, because you never know where your next client is going to come from. So I would at least attempt it, right? And give yourself time. Just kind of keep driving your name through that vehicle. So if you're using Craigslist for an example, keep posting, try to drive your name through that vehicle. Okay, if you're doing postcards, keep doing it. I gave you guys a video the other day about my postcard marketing for my carpet cleaning. It looked like my battery is going low, guys, so I might get cut off. But before I cut off, I would save this. I got 15% here. But I gave you guys, if you want to see the carpet, about the postcards for the carpet cleaning that I am offering for sale. If you're interested in it, just email me, put postcards as the subject, and I give you a pretty decent deal on it, for the most part. But I took an idea straight, like I said on the other video, we got a local election going on in the area. So what I did is flip that, made it work for my business. I got some postcards printed up just strictly for carpet cleaning. And then, as you guys know, I outsource. Do I charge by the square footage? Yes, but it's other factors to charging, to put numbers in. Square foot, uh, uh, how many days, the frequency, and what you actually have to do. How many days, the square foot, and what you actually have to do. Those are the three components that I believe personally that makes up me putting my estimate together. The square footage, how many days I'm cleaning, and exactly what needs to be done. Because for me, there's a difference between general cleaning and an extended clean, or extra clean as I like to call. If you're just doing general clean, you could give them a general price. But I wouldn't give them a general price if I'm doing some extra work, or what would be considered extra work in your company. Okay, then you want to make sure you bill them accordingly. Okay, so guys, have any more questions for me before I get out of here? I just wanted to touch you guys with this video here. Hey guys, I'm just checking my look like I had two payments come in. Two payments come in for my agreement. It's a blank email. It's a blank email, but you guys, if you just send me an email, you just made a payment for my agreement. It came through blank. I need you to resend it. Uh, I need to, well, I don't know. Maybe Jasmine have the information. I'll check with my assistant. But I just received two emails. Two people just sent me emails saying that they purchased, but it came through blank. So I don't know. Maybe Jasmine have it. But anyway, you guys have any more questions? Let me go ahead and add. See here. John, you might want to check some of my older videos out because it kind of touch on sole proprietor and taxes on some of the older videos. I just don't have a whole lot of time to do that right now. You can email me your name and number. I can phone you. and answer any direct questions that you have if you want to do it that way. You guys have any other questions? I'm so sorry. I just don't want to draw it out and rush you. But I do have videos on sole proprietorship and taxes and talking about doing the taxes yourself, how I would go about to do it. Why is it so hard for people to mop floors? Correct me. I didn't know it was hard for people to mop floors. Maybe they're not trained. Sometimes people correctly. Okay. Um, they have to be trained. They have to be trained. And you have to work with them. Everybody don't catch on the same way, right? It is a unique way to mop floors. Um, Sometimes people think because they do it at home that they know how to do it in a facility. And yeah, by the way, John, if you want to email me, it's bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. Um, I kind of want to see what's up with these orders because I don't want anybody to send their money and have a mishap here. Okay, let's see here. But yeah, you have to train your staff. You have to train them. But look, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. This video was definitely more or less about people saying that they want to wait because they want all the chips to line up. They want to have everything aligned properly. Again, I'm not a big believer in having things aligned properly. I'm a big believer in executing. I want you to execute, do what you can do. Okay. If it's something that you need to do and it takes money to do it, then just you know, but do what you can do. Okay. You can go door knocking. It doesn't cost you anything. As long as you got your cell phone is there and is paid for it, right? You can pick it up. You can make calls. Start there. I tell people all the time, start there. Just the fact that you book yourself an appointment by phone or book yourself an appointment to do a walkthrough while you're door knocking, it means so much to you because it reassures you that you can do this business. It reassures you that you have a fair shot, that you can do it. Okay. But when you hold off, when you say, oh, I don't have this because of that, and I don't have any money, or my car done ran out of gas, or whatever the case is, I don't have anybody to watch the kids. You have to make a way. You find people to watch the kids when you want to do stuff you shouldn't be doing, right? Think like that, right? When people tell me why they can't do something, I feel like they're giving me excuses, okay? And for every excuse you give me, I can find a way around it, okay? For every excuse you give me, I can find a way around it. I want you guys to be the best you. I did a live video on Facebook. People say, "Oh, I want people blocking my shine. Why? Just let me be great." People get permission to be great. Shit, no. I never get permission to be great. I'm great because number one, I think great. Number two, I act great. Okay, and then it should show up in your work, right? Because you can think it, you can act it, but if it don't show up, then people ain't gonna be so fond of you. They not gonna say you're great. Okay, think great, act great, show great. Okay? I'm Fabio Hart. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. If you guys need me for whatever reason, you got some questions, something that you're thinking about purchasing, some ideas, whatever the case is, go ahead, man. Shoot me some emails. As you see, emails going off. I want to get to it. Book FabioHart@gmail.com. BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. Take care.